It's not going to kill everybody, but it's going to wipe out 20 to 40% of the population. We are headed for global depression. Global depression. And I got to tell you, it's like the theater of war. World War II, the Vietnam War, they were old wars. This depression is also going to be a new type of depression. The 1930s depression took a while for the cogs to break. Well, it's going to be super fast. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Just like the old game of warfare, you'd bring your troops in, you'd have infantry, you'd have foot soldiers, and it's like the Iraq type combat situation. You have aircraft carrier, you have jets that just bomb the shit out. You don't have that infantry needed. So this is going to be the same thing with this new global depression. What will happen is, I tell you what will happen is, you will have certain sectors of the economy that will collapse. Travel will absolutely collapse. You're going to see airlines go broke. You are going to see hotels and accommodation. That business is fucked. You're also going to see some huge impacts. You're going to see things like everybody in the economy is going to be squeezed. And what's going to happen is house prices. The interesting thing is, I was talking to a real estate analyst. Prices aren't going to fall because it's the problem is, if the house prices fall, the banks will go bankrupt. So what will happen is, instead of them falling, they will hold and be very slow sells. Currencies, certain currencies will be unwanted and worthless. And it's going to be a very tumultuous time. What would I have there? Well, I got to be completely frank and honest with you. You start crystal ball gazing, and the numbers are very, very scary. The situation is very, very scary. Look, it's all going to collapse. The world is the end is nigh. Financial ruin. Yeah, this is basically what's going to happen. Now, the reality is, how is it going to affect the average person? Well, the average person is going to suffer a decrease in wages. He's going to have a decrease of their assets, and he's going to have a lot of pressure. Governments will try and manipulate taxes and that to cover their own shortfall themselves. It's a very trying time. The most important thing I could say is, keep watching this channel. Keep watching this channel. The end is nigh. We are headed for global depression. Global depression. It will be, I'm telling you, 6 months. Global depression. It is a new type of depression that will just shock you, the speed at which it falls. And this is not something I say lightly. The world, we are headed for global depression. We are headed for major, major fallout. It's very, very troubling times. It won't last forever. Things will come good again. But this is going to be a very vicious period of history. We are living through 2020 is going to be a very, very vicious time in history where we entered a global depression on a monumentum stage. Monumentum side effects. It's gonna be a cluster buster. Cluster buster. Cluster buster. So guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends, keep watching this channel, and let me know what you think. Comments down below.